What's up, people? This is Mr. UV, aka Mr. Ultraviolet, and we're back with another one. Alright, so this is part 3 of the walkthrough, and we're going to do a little recap. We did end up getting Kankuro and Sakura, 2 SSRs. We will be getting another one, Gara, in the next 3 hours. I don't know if we'll be able to do that within this video, but we will be getting him. So that's going to leave us with 3 SSRs, as well as we also will have a chance at getting a 4th one through the Midas Touch event, which is Zabuza, as well as we will get a duplicate of Sakura. That would have gave us 5 in total, but because we end up getting Sakura through a 5 shard unlock type thing, we will only get 4, but we'll have a duplicate of her. Alright, so that's neither here or there. It's still a win-win, and we're gonna just keep on pressing through this. Alright, so pretty much like I said, all of this stuff, all these recordings of the walkthrough that are recorded, is all from one recording, all during the same day. I'm just breaking it up for you. So we're just gonna keep on going, keep on progressing. We've been playing for about an hour now, and this is pretty much our progression that we're at, you know, and we're pretty much going to push for another SSR through completing stage 75, as you can see at the top right there, our main adventure. All right, so like I said, this is the roster we're using, top 5. We got Kankuro, we got Sakura, we're using Fu as well, Asuma, and obviously Sasuke. All right, so like I said, we're just going to be pressing through the content, seeing what we can complete, building up our power. We're going to see if we're going to be able to push a little further on inside of Ninja Trial and try to get some better gear, because it will be a while before we'll have a chance at unlocking another character. Now, what we're aiming for in this video, we're pretty much going to try to unlock all of the ninja tools, like I said. So we want to be able to complete all of those missions. The one thing that will stop you from probably completing all of the ninja tool missions and getting the last one, which is actually the best one in my opinion, will be one of the requirements is that you have to fuse a 5-star to a 6-star. So basically, the easiest way to do it is to get 2 duplicates of Asuma, at least one. Get 1 duplicate of Asuma, and then get the required resources to fuse him. Because you can always buy one from out of the shop. Or it's like a daily login type thing where Sakura's at, where you have to complete various requirements, and then you get rewards and stuff like that. But that you can always buy the 3rd Asuma. So that's pretty much what we're going to aim for. And I'm getting a little distracted because I'm noticing that we're pretty much failing a lot of missions. Now, disclaimer, kind of already knew this was going to happen. Because if you check the last video, we're lacking damage. Alright, and a lot of content is going to start getting a little bit harder. Kankuro will be able to tank a lot of the damage and even do a remote amount of damage, just due to him being overpowered. But at the same time, he's not going to be able to do enough by himself. All right, because his attack stat is just too low. And not to mention he's going to be taking majority of the damage, as well as other units aren't pretty much that useful. I mean, Fu is and Sakura is, but once again, Sakura doesn't do a lot of damage either, compared to someone like Tsunade that heals and does decent damage. Sakura really doesn't. She increases the team's attack instead. All right, so as you can see right there, it said craft 5-star unit. So we'll basically get that through fusing Asuma, and that's how we're pretty much going to do it. The other ones are easy, you know, reach level 25, power cap of 50,000. We'll probably beat all that definitely within this video. That's all easy stuff. The top one is going to be the hardest one, and basically it's fuse a character to 5-star. So basically it has to be a 4-star character, which is a rarity, which is the purple ones. So we'll just fuse up Asuma, or pretty much the easiest. He's the easiest one to do. But if we do have a chance of doing anyone else, we'll do them. And this is pretty much what you do at the Ninja Academy. Ninja Academy. And this is what I was saying. So we have one. We need another one, and then we have to get a couple more win units. Pretty much 2 or 3 more to use as fodder to fuse him. Now we will be able to get at least one more duplicate of Asuma. Just getting those win ninjas is going to be the only problem. I don't want to do too many multis, so I want to kind of save our gold for either ascension pills or for the future, for the next SR unit event that's going to be Sasuke. I want to be saving our gold for that. So it's probably going to be kind of tough getting those requirements in that last ninja tool. But we'll see, because I did do it on my main account, so I know it is possible. And you don't have to do any summons, because I think I only bought 1 summon out of my whole time on my main account with gold. So we pretty much are going to, yeah, we're losing a lot of matches, pretty much due to damage output. But we can still climb arena. We're probably just going to have to pick our opponents. We have to pick our opponents and see what we have an advantage up against. Pretty much, go up against units that's weaker than us. I know that sounds like a cowardly thing to do, but we're going to have to do what we have to do, because we want to get that gold from the daily rewards. And right now, we're pretty much still going to put all of our levels into Sakura. At least that's what I'm thinking. I'm not going to put any more into Kankuro, because when you get past level 80, the requirement to level a unit up past level 80, like the resources, you can level up 2 units to level 80 for the same amount of resources to take 1 unit to level 100. So it'll be worth more leveling up other units. So Sakura will be the other one, and hopefully we can get another SSR with that 5-star pull that we'll get from completing level 75 in campaign or the story mode. And even if we don't get a 5-star from that, we'll always get a 5-star, but even if we don't get an SSR, we still have Gaara. So we can run the 2 tank formation. Let's see if we can pull this out. But we can run a 2 tank formation. We'll still be lacking in attack, but we can run Kankuro and Gaara, and I'll just put resources in Gaara and Sakura, get all of them to level 80, and see if we can just win the matches through sustain rather than just blitzing through them with damage. But like I said, we have at least about 2 or 3 more hours before we'll get Gaara. So that might be in this video if I'm up to it. But it'll probably be tomorrow. So yeah. Pretty much, as you can see, we hit that speed bump I was telling you about, and we have to use some of this idle energy that we had saved up. So we used that. It still wasn't enough to get us to where we need to be. We do have a free pack, which is 2 hours worth of saving. That still didn't do it, which kind of like blew me. But like I said, we're gonna drop 50 gold, get past that speed bump. Those are what I was talking about when I kept saying speed bump through campaign. We're just gonna drop the 50 gold. That's nothing. We'll get that easily back, and then we're gonna progress. So we got the 5-star shard reward, okay, from hitting stage 75. Now that's what I wanted to get. Let's see who we unlock. We got Rock Lee. Kind of underwhelming. Rock Lee actually is good. Don't get me wrong. Rock Lee is good. He's a good attacker, because he does AoE damage, and if you build him right, like soon you're gonna unlock a I can't remember what it's called, but it's kind of like I don't want to say ninja tool, but it's like these scrolls you put on them, and basically it gives them extra stats and an ability they can do that comes with it, a skill that comes with it. So if you build Rock Lee with the extra attack, which I think he already has in his kit, he can do some decent damage. And basically he's just a watered down version of Mike Guy. Mike Guy he's really good. He's an SSR though. So we did go ahead and just buy the 200 of the Midas Touch, because we're probably gonna want to push for the Midas Touch event to try to get our SSR DPS unit, which is Zabuza. So we went ahead, we already collected the free ones, and we just bought the 200 gold. So that's an extra 10. So that's a total of 13 for today. If I'm still up later on, which is another 8 hours, or I'll wake up and hop back on or whatever, That'll be another what 23. I mean, excuse me, 13, total of 26. So we'll be not even halfway, but we'll be close. Considering this is still the first day, so having 26 out of 70 on day 1, it's definitely achievable to unlock Zabuza at least by day 3. So that's no problem, no problem at all. And I believe probably around day 2 or day 3 we should be able to get not only Gara, but we'll definitely get Gara, but we should be able to get our duplicate of Sakura. And just because we're duplicating her heals will be a lot massiver, so it'll be a lot bigger, and you know, it'll pretty much keep all our units, you know, topped off more frequently. Okay, so pretty much that's just my plan right here. We're just gonna see. I mean, like I said, for arena we just gotta pick our opponents. Right now we are ranked 7 though, so I mean we're in the top 10. There's going to be only a couple people that's going to be able to beat us on the leaderboards, but remember, you don't gain your rank through having the strongest team or who you can beat. It's basically off of how many times you battle. And sometimes refreshing, you can fight somebody that's like 3 times weaker than you. You can constantly just keep fighting them because it's really based off of who is in proximity around you on the leaderboards. So if you got people, like I said, I think in my first video, that, you know, as soon as they were like level 10 or level 12, they just skyrocket their rank in arena to like top 10 or top 25. You'll constantly see those little weaklings and you'll have a chance of knocking them out because they got so high, but they wasn't strong enough to maintain it. So you can just beat up on them if you're lucky. And that's pretty much what I'm be going for. But I'm gonna see who I can fight, see who we're looking at. So like I said in my second video, arena and ninja trials is a great way for you to gauge what you need to work on. And we kind of already know that we need DPS, and pretty much I just want to see what it's looking like how much damage are we taking, how close are these matches, because if it's not that, if we're like really close to beating targets but we're just dying like with a sliver of HP, then I might just go ahead and take a Suma to level 60, which is what we probably might have to do anyways. And it wouldn't be necessarily a waste because this game does have a way for you to rebirth, what they call, take all of the resources you put in one unit and you can take it off of them and put them into another unit, a 1-for-1 trade. And you can do this 3 times a day for free. After 3 times, you cannot do it anymore. You can't even do it even if you spend gold. So you only can do it 3 times a day. So we haven't did it yet. We haven't did it yet because we only leveled up 3 units. And we're using all 3 of those units. So when we got Sakura, we just put resources in her naturally. So we can still do that at least 3 more times. So we'll go ahead and probably put some levels into Asuma after we get Sakura to 80. That's my plan. Like, I'll take a couple L's, you know, in arena just to get Sakura to level 80 because that's what's more important. Once I get her to level 80, I don't have to worry about anything else but DPS. And we might get lucky through that whole time and pull a DPS unit. So, you know, I'd rather do that first than going ahead putting the resources into Asuma or anybody else. Because you got to remember, we're still going to get Gara. So that might be, you know, the saving grace for us. But pretty much nothing's changed. We're pretty much going in, seeing what we can do, which is not much because of the, you know, the lack of damage output. But we're going to see what we can do. So pretty much we're going to just be playing. I know there is going to be like another mode for us to get some more gold through this little tutorial event that they're going to have. That's basically supposed to teach you about, you know, advantages, type advantages, formation, things of that nature. But we're just pretty much playing for that until that pops up, see what we can do. But other than that, I mean, it's really not much because of based off of the units we have. And I'm a little stubborn. So yeah, we're just gonna keep on going and see what we can do like we always do. See what we can beat the mission, level up some gear, fuse some gear, put it on us, keep it moving. It's just a rotation. You'll figure this out when you're playing. You'll just run into, oh, I can't do nothing. Let's see what I can do. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe put it down. Maybe not. Just try to keep pushing, level something up. You'll figure it out. And obviously you'll experience it. So pretty much that's what we're just doing right now. We're just putting gear on our units, trying to see if that'll give us a little bit more power. Pretty much Fu and Asuma is the only person. Like I said, we're going for DPS, so we'll put it on Asuma over Fu, even though she is a SR and Asuma is a rare. So, but you know, he does have a chance of doing more damage because if he kills a unit, he does take an extra turn. So, you know, his damage output can be higher. Okay. Now, something that we do want to be waiting for, and hopefully we can get from, you know, completing certain achievements or getting just, you know, weak rare units, is that we do want to get the required units to be able to, you know, fuse up our Asuma to 5-star. So basically, like I said, we need some win units. I don't know how we're going to get it. We're pretty much going to have to stack up gold, or when we get, you know, purple shards, we'll be able to do it through that. But yes, as you can see, we made it through campaign. We got that. We're now on chapter 3. So we're just pushing through that. As you can see, it's taking longer for the campaign missions to complete on auto while it's going in the background. Earlier videos, we were pretty much clicking off every couple of seconds and going back, starting another mission. But like I said, we're starting to hit those speed bumps. But it's natural, and some people might be hitting them a lot faster than we did. We were lucky enough to get 2 SSRs though. All right, so like I said, we'll blow some of these resources. This is the Tom event. The pig is named Tom if you didn't know. But this is how you can get certain amount of rewards. Okay, so this is good, especially early on, because it's giving you resources like the level up energy, which is the little green potion looking things, and then as well as the the bronze coins. But those two aren't what we're looking for. We want to get the purple gear. That's what we want, because that's going to throw power on our characters. All right, so pretty much what I usually do is just blow all of them, all my coins, until I get the gear. Once I get the gear, because you only can get it one time, I would then refresh the wheel and then go on the next one, because usually it's either going to have purple gear or it's going to have gold gear. That one right there had a 3-star purple. I mean, I don't want to refresh it and try to hopefully get a gold gear and then end up rolling and getting maybe a 1-star purple gear, but that one was 3-star purple. So I just went here, blew all of them on that. It's up to you, but that's usually how I do it. I pretty much take what I have at that moment rather than taking a chance, because after that I'm about to spend gold to refresh it again. So we just went ahead and did that. Like I said, it's pretty much really not too much more that we could do other than just try to maybe push our way through content. Eventually we will be able to get over this hump, and we'll be able to get past it. It's just going to take some time. But this right here is the event. As you can see, the little Chiba or baby little Ninetales, it's at the bottom of Naruto. That is like a mode where it's like a tutorial mode where they teach you about type advantage, formations, things like control, stuff like that. It's basically just a little mission, and basically that's probably what this video is probably going to be about. I'm pretty much just going to show you how to get through this. Really, just telling you what units you have to use, because it's not like you're doing the fighting. You're basically just picking the unit and you're going to put them in a certain position, and it only works, and you only can complete the mission if you put them in that exact spot and pick the right unit. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing. So and you don't use your team, so you use a tutorial team. All right, so pretty much just follow everything that I'm doing right here, and you'll be able to get through it easily. So pretty much that's what you're going to do. You're going to pick her. She's guaranteed going to win it. So you really don't even have to watch it, because like I said, when you pick the unit and put them in the right slot, they're always going to win. You're always going to complete it, and every one that you do complete, you do get 50 gold. All right, and then after you complete all of the normal ones, there will be one tab for it says advance, and you will have a chance to complete that one, and you will get actually 100 gold. So that works. Pretty much like I said, we're gonna get through that, level up some characters, and hopefully with these increments of power increase, maybe it'll push us over the limit where we can actually get past some of these events. Okay, so you want to pick out mine. She's control. She's a great unit. She's really good, really good. You'll find that some of the characters, obscure characters, or the not so fan favorites, are some of the best characters. Like Tamari is one of the best damage dealers. She's definitely top 10. If you look and you look at all the characters inside on Ninja, and then I think it's like Gallery, and you can look at everybody that's actually in the game. If you compare her stats to pretty much everybody, she's like in the top 10. She has some of the highest damage output in the game. You know what I'm saying? Of course, SSRs. We're not talking about URs. We're talking about the same rarity. She is some of the highest because all URs are way stronger than SSRs. And there's only like 4 of them. So it really doesn't even matter. And you can't get them. You have to wait to a specific event that's going to be released and who knows when for them to come out, because obviously we're gonna have to go through the SSRs, excuse me, and then we'll hit the URs. So yeah, we're just waiting for some of this stuff to go through. Now we can skip some of these and get some extra diamonds back for like increase. Yeah, so the other one was 120. If we would have skipped it for 50, we would have came off with 70. So yeah, I don't know. We'll wait on it. But pretty much, I know I want to get past the speed bump. But the only reason why I'm not doing it is because it's not going to get us to the next level. That's why you see me keep looking at it. And I'm like, contemplating it. But I know that 2 hours worth of XP isn't going to take us to the next level. Or the level requirement for us to get past, that roadblock. That's why I haven't used it. And just to give us some time to maybe, stack up enough gold to do a multi and see if we can get SSR DPS unit. Alright, so we're pretty much just, seeing if this little bit of change in gear gave us enough power to do a little better in arena. So we can get a little higher in that. And we're going to be running through this tutorial. Alright, little thing. So basically, we're going to run Sakura. Basically, she's going to give us the heals and required to get past that stage. And I mean, when I first did it on my main account, I pretty much read what it was saying, but most of it's common sense. Like, you really don't even need me to explain this stuff. But if you do, then yeah, you can just watch. But it's pretty much self-explanatory. All of them pretty much is self-explanatory. Then they give you like a hint where it kind of, I think, sometimes says the character that you're supposed to use. So it's pretty easy. But as you can see right here, this isn't looking really good for us. Like, our characters are making it, but they're not, because they're surviving, they're taking the damage, but they're not doing nothing. Like, you're seeing that we're having always like 1 or 2 units alive, and the enemy's having like, we're only taking out 1. That's because we're not putting out enough damage, and that's a problem. But I'm not here to try to be #1 in arena overnight. Top 10 is really good. You got to consider that there's probably hundreds of people, maybe even thousands of people that's already in this server. And to be in the top 10, it's still very good, as well as to be free to play. And then considering, the pools that we have, gaining 2 SSRs day 1 being free to play, that is really good. It might not be the best ones, but you got to remember, this is all recorded during day 1. All 3 of these videos of the walkthroughs, all during our first day. So it's only going to go up from here. It's not going to go down. So, shoot, who knows? Day 2, day 3, we might be #1 with the best team in the arena, on the server, especially free to play. It's a guy on my main account that's actually free to play. He's like top 10. I think he might even be like top 6 out of everybody on the server, out of power, not arena, but out of power. And he hasn't spent anything. He doesn't even have the dollar Naruto, and he's competing with people that spent $2, $5, even $20. All right, so he's doing really well, and I don't even think he got multiple SSRs on his first day either. So using SRs, I think he has 2 rares. 2 rares, 2 SSR, no, 1 SSR, 2 SRs, and then 2 rares. Yeah, so he only has 1 SSR on his team. 100% free to play. Still in the top 10 in power. Not even just arena. Alright. I think he was actually in the top 3 in arena because he played the most. But yeah. Susui, you get a chance to see him. Basically, the way how he works is he heals every time someone on your team crits. So pretty much he has an infinite heal. And he can heal out of turn. Like, that's something else because his heals on his passive. So regardless of who's critting, whose turn it is, or how many times you crit, he's going to heal. That's what makes this guy borderline broken if you're using him with the right characters. Like, if you're using him with characters that's getting off crits, or you got him built right with, you know, higher crit chance, Susui can do some work. He'll keep your team topped off. As well as he does put that, you know, that you can see the little spinning fire shield around. Basically, it's a shield, and if the enemy attacks that unit with the shield, they take damage. So they take dot damage. As you can see, that purple damage that was on Minato when he attacked him. So he's doing, you know, dot damage. He's healing every time someone crits, and then he also increases defense, and he does damage as well. I think AoE damage as well. And he increases his own speed as well on his first passive. Susui's a pretty good unit. He's a real good unit. And you only can get him from being the top 3 in the server within the first 6 days of you playing. You'll have a chance to get him later on, obviously. But, you know, within the first week, that'll be the only way you will have a chance to actually get him. So this actually gives you a chance to actually see how some of these units play. And you can always go back and do this as many times as you want and see how most units work. You know, it's not, once you complete it, it really doesn't even matter about, you know, beating it after that. It's just about, oh, I want to see what this guy does or what that guy does. And as you can see, it wasn't enough to do it, so we just spent the 200. So we went and completed that event, the tutorial, got enough gold to go ahead that I felt comfortable to just go ahead and blow an extra 300 gold just to continue progression. Okay, so now we're at this point. We unlocked another mode, the endless trial, and basically the way this is kind of like a tower mode as well. You pick your units, and you do have a chance of using a friend's unit, what they call an assistant ninja. So basically, as you've seen on that screen right there, I can choose who I want to put out for my friends to use, and they have a chance of doing the exact same thing. They pick one of their units that they want to send out for their friends to use. And if I decide to look through all my friends list, I can pick which unit of my friends I want to use. Okay, so let's say I'm missing like right now, I'm missing DPS. If I have friends that, you know, put out units to help me, I could have picked one of their DPS units, put them on my team, and it would have helped me through the content. Not through all the content, but only for that event. All right, so it's only for the endless trial. All right, so we also unlocked this right here, which is like Ninja Gallery. Basically, it's just like kind of like a Pokedex type thing. So it just shows you who you collected. The more people you collect, the more diamonds you get when you complete the full team. All right, so based off the lore or the anime. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and collect these rewards right here. So we kind of compensated from, you know, the gold, the 300 gold that we got it back and more. So that was worth it. All right, so pretty much like I said, I want to still try to aim for maybe you know, 2,000 gold just to do a multi. But at the same time, I know this account is free to play, and I know that we pretty much hit all of the free 5 stars we can get without, you know, grinding the content to where it's just like really hard. Because the next one's going to be like at a level story campaign 125, which is going to be kind of hard, and it's going to take, you're going to hit a lot of speed bumps between that. So from 75 to 125, I think you're going to hit maybe 3 speed bumps where they be like, okay, you got to stop until you reach this level. And it's not just going to be one level above like we've been going through. It's going to be like 2 or 3. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. And then you do get another chance at getting a 5-star from the ninja trial like we did the first time, and I believe it's stage 60 that time. So double what the first one was, which was 30. Like I said, the ninja tool, it's going to be kind of hard to do that. But as you can see, just from all of these videos and the time we've been on, which probably is like an hour and a half, we completed all the dailies. And when you start off on your second day, or any day past your first one, it's not going to take you an hour and a half to complete your dailies. You're going to be able to do this stuff very fast. It's just right now we had to go through jumping through hoops, level requirements to unlock specific things to allow us to complete those dailies. All right. So like day 2 for us, we're going to be able to complete the dailies probably within like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, something really simple. Maybe not even that long. But you know, because this is day 1, we're just starting off in level 1. We had to unlock stuff. They gated all these modes behind level requirements and all of that. So pretty much, like the game's gonna get a lot easier obviously the more you play. Like I said, we still got about maybe 2 more hours before we can collect that 5 ninja scrolls right there to get us halfway through a multi. So we might not be able to get that probably within the rest of this night. I don't know. We'll see. Depends on how I'm feeling. But we should be able to get Sakura to level 80. That's at least where I want to pretty much end this video. And probably see you in the next one. If there will be one. Because we're pretty much about to start hitting, I don't want to say mid-game content or anything like that. But where the game really starts. Okay, so pretty much everything that you experience from watching these 3 videos, which pretty much just the beginning. Once you get past all of this, you already unlocked everything that you're going to do every day, use every day to complete your dailies, and you'll pretty much, you know everything. The only thing that you are lacking is, like I said, getting the last ninja tool, which we should get within our first day of playing. But there's 2 things that kind of slow you down from that. One being getting into alliance. You got to wait for someone to spend money, then start one. And then the other one is fusion of 4-star character to 5-star. So pretty much that one right there is probably the hardest one, which is why it's on the last ninja tool. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Everything else is going to become pretty much simple, second nature after that. And that's why I was saying the game pretty much gives you like 10 chances of getting SSR characters within your first day of playing. But pretty much this is how the this event, the endless trial, is. Pretty much every 10 increments you will get rewards. So you get pretty much it's ninja XP, or you know, the XP or materials that's used to level up your characters, as well as you will get scrolls. So right here we got 5 that we're gonna get in the next maybe 2 hours, and then we can get 1 every maybe 10 stages in the endless trial. All right, so pretty much like these other 2, like the 300k, that one's probably, I think it's like 30 minutes long, and then the other one under is like 45, and then the last one's an hour. So it's roughly about 2 hours and some change in between it. So as you can see, we already collected all our Midas touch for this time. We still waiting on the refresh for that. Once we do, we will just go in, spend 200 gold, and go ahead and, you know, try to get Zabuza as soon as possible. That's pretty much the goal. And we got 2,000 gold right now. That is enough for a multi. We'll see. We'll see. Let's see what we can do. We got seven tickets for arena. We are ranked 9 right now. That is really good for our first day. 2 SSRs. On our way of getting the last ninja tool. We are in alliance, which is the only alliance on the server at the moment of me, you know, recording this video. So that's really good as well. Pretty much the strongest people in the server at the start is going to be in it. So we're probably automatically going to be in the top alliance, as long as those people stay active. And we're looking pretty good. This is pretty much a good solid first day. I really can't see it being any better than this, to be honest, unless you pretty much just get like an SSR on every pool. Out of all our pools, I think we missed 4 out of 10, 4 out of 7. So pretty much we got 3. Yeah, 3. One of them obviously was an SR, but that's still a win to me. That's still a win. But we did get 2. So that's really good. First day, 2 SSRs. This is about the same level of success I got on my main account. So if you are, I don't really agree with re-rolling, but if you do re-roll, this is what you want to pretty much aim for. This is the maximum that to aim for, to get 2 of them first day off of pretty much all of your chances. This is what you want to look for. Just gauging this. We should be able to get past this. Shikamaru, he's control unit, so we should be good. Nah, he's a healer, so we're good. We're good. And pretty much like I said, this just keeps going up. We're on stage 17. As you see on the bottom right, it says stage 20. We'll be able to collect those. And it does give you a decent amount of ninja XP that's used to level up your, your characters. As well as, like I said, you will get ninja scrolls as well for your pulls or your summons. They only give you one at a time. And basically, you just keep on going and seeing how high you can reach on the ladder. Your health does continue. After every 3 matches, you do have a chance to pick a buff, and it's pretty much random. Except the only one that's always going to be there is going to be the bottom one, which is heal your units 10%, which really isn't a lot, but I usually pick it a lot, especially if I have a healer on the team, because it's healing on top of healing. But I already know we're pretty much not going to be able to get too far in this, just because the damage output, which is pretty much the problem we're having with this account, though it is a good account. But our day one, we're lacking in damage. But we are doing way better than most people. I will say that. That's a lot of people that don't even have 1 SSR, and we have 2. So that's really good. And we'll have a chance to get this Sakura to 6-star in a matter of time. As you can see, Sakura is going off because she is like overpowered level 68, which is like double of this Haku. She was able to sustain enough to bring Fu back 3 times, which is crazy. So yeah, I mean, that's what I was hoping for Kankuro. But to be honest, I might be able to do a little better if I move Kankuro from the front and put him in, maybe the mid or the back, so he'll die later on, which would allow Sakura to revive him more often. But that'll probably work. But we'll probably just leave it like it is, and see what we can do. So pretty much this is the progression that we're at. 2 level 80s. We'll go ahead and unlock her last skill. Boom, got her to 80. She's level 80, but she's max ascended. So pretty much after this, she can't ascend any higher until she's fused up. We also did hit the achievement. We reached over 50,000 collective power. So that's really good. This is all day 1, and we're looking really good. So we can continue story mode into a level 27. So that's definitely going to be a wait to, either tomorrow, which will probably be for us, because yeah, it's already late. So we can't skip past it using gold anymore. And it's definitely, I don't know, even if we get to level 26, it wouldn't be enough to continue story. So yeah, we're pretty much gonna call it a day. But this is what we're working with. We just need to get another copy of some more S units. I mean, win units. That's all we need. So we need 2 more I keep saying SR win units. All right. Then we'll be able to fuse Asuma, because we can always buy the second duplicate from the store for him. So that's easy. This is where I was saying, I know I never showed you, but this is where you can buy the other copy of Asuma. So we'll just go ahead and buy it now, so we don't forget, which I know we won't. But we'll just go ahead and buy it now, just so you can see. It's 300 gold, which should be nothing, especially if you're saving your gold and using it responsibly. So now we have all of the duplications of Asuma that's required to fuse him. We just need win units, purple units at that. Oh, we got a duplicate of Fu out of all units. So we did get another win unit, but we still need 2 more. Yeah, so maybe one more. I gotta go back and look at it. But yeah, we did get another SSR. I mean, an SR, but it happened to be another duplication, which kind of sucks. We're getting a lot of duplicates. I do recommend getting, really depends on the unit, but it is a little better getting more characters, a wider roster, than having a taller roster at the beginning, if that makes sense. I'd rather have more SSRs at the beginning rather than having a bunch of duplicates of specific SSRs, so the same unit. Instead of having like 2 or 3 Sakuras, I'd rather have 5 or 8 SSRs. You know what I mean? On my main account, which you will see, I have 2 Zabuzas. So I have enough to fuse him. Then that's not even including the free one they give you for the Midas touch. I pulled him 2 times, and then they're gonna give me a free one. So I'm gonna have 3 of him, and I have Sakura. So, and I'm also gonna get another version of Sakura. So yeah, I mean, but I do have more SSRs on that account. But that's pretty much that. I'm pretty much gonna show you in this. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.